Hey, you there? No, not yet. Hey, you there? No, not yet. Uh-oh, you guys can hear me. That's not good. Uh-oh, you guys can hear me. That's not good.
Hello? Yeah, I had to turn on phantom power. I completely forgot about that. Oh, well, hello to all the people then.
I'll put myself on that too. I'm slowly getting used to trying to figure out all these different... I had to change like complete audio settings to get both you and the audio and everything through my headset.
Oh boy.
In the game. I'm here with Do Not Eat, who's going to be helping me read the comments, making sure I get interesting stuff.
This is true, yes.
And also
Because,
just somebody to talk trains with, because I'll just sit here babbling the whole time.
yes, but now two people can sit here and babble.
Better than one.
Yes.
So, rolling line. For those of you who don't know, just try and see if I can sync my countdown perfectly here. For those of you who don't know, rolling line is a VR model train simulator. So it's not really as difficult or as complicated. Hello. No face cam today because my computer needs all the USB powered as to run this headset. Yeah, excellent. Looks like the capture is working pretty well.
Oh boy.
Awesome. Let's actually get this thing like on my face, not just perched on top of my head. There we go. Rolling line. I pick up my hands here, and we back on up. Can you let me know if the audio and stuff is good on the stream?
I'm getting mixed messages here because Strict Toaster says it's too quiet, but Kilroy McNowski says the game is too loud.
Game is loud. The stream is quiet. Okay, probably means I'm too quiet. I really need to make VR headsets these days. There we go. That should fix it. In down and you down. There we go. My mic is super quiet and distant. Yeah, unfortunately it's a little distant because I have to be using my my Rift's mic for this. Let me see if I can turn my headphone audio down without screwing that up. Can you keep talking? I just want to make sure everybody can hear you too.
That's a good point. Everyone's saying that the game is still a bit loud. Of course, I can't hear it because I have to mute the stream. So.
Okay, let's see if I can like peer through the edge of my headset to turn this down. Annoyingly, I mean not annoyingly, the game doesn't have any like in-universe options. Let's see, I can do this though. Is that lowering your volume too? Can you just talk again?
I still, well, yeah, obviously I don't know what my volume is from where I am.
True. Alright, if the game is too loud, let me... This is nuts, by the way. VR is crazy. And a pain to set up. That's something I need to work on next. Let me jump back into Windows properly. Enjoy the menu.
Yeah.
These mics are amazing. TV's echoing. Hopefully get fixed when I actually
I think you're echoing too a bit. I don't know if the echo is from me. Part of my improvised echo reducing apparatus has collapsed, so that's probably part of my problem.
Interesting. Getting motion sickness just watching this. Yeah, sorry. I'll try to keep myself looking in a straight line as much as I can. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell the best strategies for me and my brain to keep me not motion sick are.
Just if you're in the chat, just avert thine eyes until we're actually in a point where we're playing the game to avoid motion sickness.
Yes. Oh my god. Hope that was okay. Alright. We loaded in ridiculously fast. I got myself slightly familiar with the controls. Can you guys see this yet? I'm here in Pasadena, which it also says is Los Angeles, which I don't think is quite true, with my lovely HO scale model railroad set. I'm semi-familiar. Uh-oh. That's not good. Now I'm HO scale myself.
Oof. Not so good.
No.
Suddenly bugs become a much bigger problem.
I've got to climb the wall. Like, genuinely, I have to climb the wall right now. This is more physical effort than I thought I'd have to do in video gaming. I picked this because I didn't want to have to do physical effort. In fact, I'm sitting down right now. It's supposed to be like a stand-up game, but I just said, no, I'm 4'6" tall.
Good lord.
There we go. Can I become big again? Get me up on the floor. Yes! I've done it. Anyway, we're back. And look! Just in time. That's so cool. You'll be able to see this soon. We've got the local here coming on by.
Oh, I see him now. You got that blue, the blue Santa Fe locomotives.
Yep.
I like those.
Scroll over. This actually looks. Trying to figure out a good way to describe the scale of it. It's probably about S scale. It's a little bigger than HO. It feels in VR at least.
The gauge for the hardcore model railroaders, because there's no stuff for it.
There's nothing for it, yeah. If you want to make your own stuff, S gauge. To be fair, honest, I think S gauge is the perfect model railroading scale.
I have a couple of old American Flyer sets somewhere. I don't think I have them in my apartment anymore. I think they're back in Virginia, but it's I could never make them run though. I had everything except the power pack.
Yeah, HO is like the perfect size for running trains. O scale is like a really good size for like beautiful detailed models. S is like the perfect compromise.
That's why no one uses it.
Exactly, it's the perfect gauge. Anyway, I'm just gonna take you guys on a quick tour of this default layout. I'm considering if you guys are liking this sort of content, maybe the modding scene for this is a little small right now. Best part of this is you can just be like, nah, bye. The modding content scene is a little bit small, but I think I might want to try and do a series making a city like this. Here's our big boy here, the quintessential.
I want to put some of my transport fever trains in here, and then want to make a box for them, and then I could make my own model railroad company, and then they'll find my greatness, and Broadway Limited Imports will hire me, and
Nice.
then I can be the train person that makes the model trains. Actually, no, I imagine Broadway Limited's all stuffy. I want Rapido Trains to hire
That's
me.
fun. They own their own real trains. So yeah, there's a little bit of weird scale stuff. We were trying to figure this out earlier. Man, the music just got super loud. But like, this is a very tall and narrow tender in there. I'm gonna try and figure that out later.
It looks a little dark to me. I can't see anything.
It did get dark. I'm gonna try to. Oh, wrong button. I'm gonna try to teleport myself over to the time. Gotta get out of the way, as with every real model railroader. Let's go to midday. Let's freeze the time. Let's also freeze the weather. Oh, I can actually set the time. That's pretty cool. The day-night cycle is really cool, but obviously right now it does get dark, which like maybe the day-night cycle should only exist in like the scale mode. So you can go right here. Whoa, I'm stuck on the magazine rack. They do a little model railroader magazine cover every time they they update the game.
Oh, that's excellent. I
Which
like
is
that.
fantastic. Yeah, exactly. I love that. I noticed this. I saw it in the corner of my eye. I was subscribed to this magazine for like 10 years. Can you actually like leaf through? Yep, of course you can.
I think
Look,
my
that's a
my-
mod. They've got modded assets featured in here. City Skylines developers, take note. In-game featuring of mods. That's awesome.
that's pretty great. Yeah. Oh my God. Let me
Here,
Let
I'll
me
let
get
you
some of
guys
this,
read
yeah.
this. Whoop. Uh-oh.
don't let that fall in the garbage.
Well, I'm actually done with it, and I have infinite copies, which is handy.
It is handy. Yeah, I got all my model railroaders stuck in one of those binder things, and I can't remember where I put it now.
Yeah. Anyway, any interesting comments? Anybody want to see anything in particular, or should we just drive some trains?
I think we should just probably drive some trains. Let me go through the comments here.
Oops.
And
Uh-oh.
nothing super great yet.
Okay.
Someone asked me if I published the trains, and I said obviously I did not.
Not yet. Yeah, so you got a nice little streamliner.
Yeah, not yet.
Which is fun. Bit of a weird consist, though. If you look over here, they've got the El Capitan high-level coach, which is completely unique. It doesn't have any of the like cars that go with it. Vista Dome coach, which is perfect for the Santa Fe. Observation car, and one just sort of generic, probably a diner. But they probably saw Santa Fe coach and picked the high level and didn't quite realize that it doesn't really match these trains. Anyway.
A proper Santa Fe streamliner needs just an absurd number of F units on the head end.
We got 3 here. That's not so bad.
Stick another AB on the front though.
Maybe I'll do ABBA. I put this back?
ABBA,
Yeah. Here.
Dancing Queen.
Let me see if I can do this without punching my desk. Yeah, see, that's the thing that says, hey, your desk is really close. Uh-oh. Okay. Good start. Let me just wait for this guy to go through. It's very realistic in that you have to be clone. Okay.
One of the things I do enjoy is when I watch people stream this, and they just, they all wind up throwing boxcars around at the end of the day. That's something you can't do with real model trains because you'll break them.
And they're expensive.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just do that. Uh-oh.
Oh, away it goes.
And now, screw it. Let's couple this properly. I got this. I'm still very new at this, but I've sort of understood some of it.
What you've done is you've made an E unit.
Anyway, here we go. So this is just like real DCC, which is fun. But of course, I mean, maybe in my tiny apartment, this is as close as I can get to a beautiful spanning. Oh my god, I'm all the way back at my like shelf now. This is not good for me. I'm gonna. Well.
This is why I'm terrified of VR. I feel like I'm gonna break something.
Yeah, I need a little more space. Okay, so we have left. Whoa! Oh yeah, that teleports me to the menu, which is in game, which I think is fun. What is this? Whoa! Back. Gameplay. Detach from trains. Time weathered. Derail on high-speed impact. Yes.
Well, yeah, presumably, yeah.
Train speed normal. Neat. I know you guys all came here for. What? Did I pause it somehow?
They're wrecking trains into each other.
Well, no, I was gonna say for me looking at all the menus.
Proper Addams Family sort of situation. You know, it'd be fun to like play this in like a warehouse, right, where you just walk around for all the VR.
That would be fantastic, and I mean it's supposed to be possible. My room is just slightly too small.
It's a VR railroad that takes the same space as a regular railroad to play properly.
It'd still be cheaper. But anyway,
I said it's still a bit cheaper, yeah.
I don't care about that because I am going to go on to the layout, which is just the coolest thing in the world.
Become HO scale man.
Let's see it. I am HO scale man, and I can teleport around still. But more importantly, I'm gonna take this. It's gonna sit down right here. We just kind of adjust this to try to at least loosely line it up with my desk. So I'm
Here you are. Now you're in a cab.
Properly.
You gotta get one of those. You know those like who made it? The cab control setups that you just used a cab. I forget who did it. It was like a set of railroad controls you could put on your desk.
Nice. For a train sim?
For train sims, yeah.
That'd be fun. So you can see this advanced, highly realistic system of make train go forward and make train go backward.
I was about to say, it's not like any EMD control stand I ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, so I've tried to make, I have a VR thing that I'll probably show one day, where you actually reach out with your hands and adjust and screw with real buttons and dials and things. It's impossible. Like, the point of mine was, that's terrifying. Not to the floor there. Let's see in just a second. But it's very scary. Ooh, track looks like it could, we'll be fine. Ooh, crossing. This is just like a dream come true.
That track, that looks like you got a gap in the rail up there.
Yeah, no matter. We went right over it. So we should probably head up a little faster. Can't be irresponsible though.
There's the local freight coming around.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're making a lot of money running those boxcars around in circles.
In circles. So it's fun and a little weird is that this has like a model railroad style staging area over here. So I'm just sitting here, like there's just no scenery as I go through this black wall. It's a little disconcerting to just be smacked.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it over here. Suddenly we're in, see the back door of the layout. That almost looks like it's street running. The way the curb is there.
So I'm just gonna jump out of my train real quick.
That's how you get an unstoppable situation right there.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna do that so I can
yeah.
go and try to flip a switch.
Yeah, exactly. And then Denzel Washington is going to have to come and stop your train.
Gotta be honest, I loved that movie. It was a
That
very
was a fun
dumb,
movie, yeah.
but it was, yeah, exactly.
I don't know. The situation that it depicted is something which can and did
And did
happen.
happen, yeah, I was gonna say, it
Yeah.
really did happen. Okay, so, I like this lower track. Got some beautiful, I think these are correct Santa Fe prototype signals up here.
Oh, you gotta,
And you can climb them too. So I'm up here and I can wait and have the train go underneath me,
oh boy.
which would be fun. I think that Canyon Diablo bridge is real, but doesn't, obviously, this is like a model train flavor of it. Like, just chuck myself all over that. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's not coming with any rate of speed.
I was about to say, what happens if you get hit by a train while you're HO scale man?
You're surprisingly, you're fine. And
You're
so's the
fine?
train, yeah. It's weird.
I guess so.
It's really disconcerting though, but what I'm actually gonna do... Can't do that to the... There we go. You can ride it. On the roof of the train.
I'm just imagining you just leaped onto the roof of the train.
Exactly.
You know, and now so I'm like riding the train like a sandworm in Dune.
Exactly. Alright, this some beautiful, like, I love this like low poly look, because also it doesn't make me want to puke, which is really handy and disconcertingly rare for VR.
That makes sense.
Bye!
I still have not tried VR in any capacity.
Come on up. Come visit.
I have come visited. You need to come down here at some point.
True. I do need to go down there, actually. I missed that Solari board, unfortunately.
Apparently, it's going to come back.
Oh, this is,
The Amtrak RFP says they want proposals for reusing the Solari board in some capacity when they do the full redevelopment of the 30th Street station.
Huh. Reusing it.
Yeah, so I assume it would be stuck somewhere less prominent. Maybe in a new bar that's going to replace Bridgewater, since Bridgewater's has to get moved, because the bar is built on top of where the staircase to the tunnel to the subway station is.
Uh-oh. Oh, crap. That's not good. Accidentally. See, it's easier in real life to keep track of your hands. And also your wrists don't do this. Come on. You can see. There we go. So I just smashed that train out of the way by accident. Fling myself over here. No, gonna miss the train. I had a switch that I needed to pull first. Ugh. I've not figured out a good way to pull the switches.
You need like a little control panel you could use for that. Oh, you have to become a tiny man to pull the
There
switch.
we go. I
All
don't
your
think so.
force, just pulling the switch.
Oh, God! Oh, my God! So that's what happens if you get hit by a train. Uh-oh.
Oh, I missed it. I thought for a second you would become N-scale man in an HO world.
A little. I have multi-track drifted.
Oh God, you've wrecked it. The NTSB is going to be all over you for this.
Okay, this isn't great.
How did the accident occur? Well, I accidentally became N-scale man in an HO scale world.
I think there's really only one solution here. We can make it.
I like the very prototypical lack of forward visibility.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm not thrilled by the fact I can't see forward sitting in the cab, but it feels cool as hell to poke your head out the window. Let's see if this will work.
Sense, yeah.
Let's see if we could just, like, I've been playing a lot of Burnout lately. Hell yes! It totally worked!
I. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, you definitely you, you definitely knocked those cars right out of the way. Yeah. I can't tell if those are supposed to be wooden box. Oh, I see. You're pushing a bunch of them. Okay, and that F unit's got nothing on 4884. Excuse me.
No, he's trying real hard.
Now you just. Oh my God. What a way to run a railroad.
How cool, though. I'm glad that worked. That tender is really weird on that big boy.
There's a couple of modeling errors on that big boy. Yeah, tender's definitely a little short. The trailing trucks are under the cab. I see half the train's going backwards now.
Yeah, I think we made it worse.
This is definitely a well-run railroad right here.
Hey, it's better than Penn Central.
If you can get the load there, like just by coasting halfway without using a locomotive, that's just efficiency.
Yeah, our trailing truck's a little weird under this big boy. You're right. I hadn't noticed that. It's like everything up to the cab looks really good.
I think a boxcar just in the street there. That's how you get the product to the customer. Just dump the boxcar on the street in front of them.
It worked. Uh-oh. Damn it, I always drop those.
So I think you should be able to change the style of DCC controller.
From that NCE
this is
one.
Yeah, I want a Digitrax one, yeah. It's the professional DCC controller.
Anyway, I need to figure out how the heck to... Oh, that's right. Main menu. I've really screwed this up, so I'm out. New game.
You've just eviscerated the railroad and abandoned it.
Yep.
That's an extremely very what's the word I'm looking for?
What was it? Was it Hunter Harrison?
Gilded Age. Yeah, Hunter Harrison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the Union Pacific is still around, apparently didn't eviscerate it that badly.
Okay, so now I'm in this lovely New Zealand layout, which is a lot larger than the other one, but of course New Zealish. Beautiful little steam locomotive here. I feel like it might be a universal problem with small cab syndrome here.
Hasn't shown up for me yet.
You'll get there. This is a nice little 464. I'm just like batting around the scene to figure out my hand tracking. Yeah. Oh, that's why. My chair is too low.
Definitely too much, not enough cab. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, the position of the trailing trucks on those locomotives is not very good.
Well, these guys are just gonna...
The cab's very light. The firebox is the heavy part.
Just gonna do that. Oh, cool! Yeah. That's how you switch. It's got little buttons. Like, oh, you can take this with you.
So it says model train simulator complete with old man Parkinson's syndrome. You just take the panel off,
yeah,
and then you can flip the. Oh man, that's great. I like that. Oh man.
It's actually, I don't know if you guys can get this, and probably not, because I'd never really. When I was looking at like VR games and things, and I've seen other people playing this, I was like, oh, neat. The sense of scale and like being huge and everything's miniature underneath you is amazing. It's crazy. This guy's going too slow. I need to find a controller. That's right. I actually have a controller I can grab always on my belt. Come on. Let's go. Let's get the lead out.
mean, the fun thing is, I just, imagine you do this. Just, every time you wreck or break something, look it up in the Walters catalog.
Figure out it's $600.
How much money have I cost myself?
Ooh, my desk. I need to pay more attention to these guidelines. Look at him go! That's what's nice. I can literally just go and, like, give myself trains.
I need to get a new copy of the Walters catalog. The most recent one I have is like 2006.
You gonna get back into modeling?
No, I don't have the space for it right now. Unless I use the secret creepy basement I'm not allowed in, but I can get into. But I feel like that's not a sustainable situation, model railroading in my landlord's basement that I'm not technically allowed to be in.
I have one of those. Oh, he's heading out that way. Oh, I always forget which button teleports me as full size and which button makes me HO scale man. Like this, which is now screwed me up again. There we go. I'm big. One thing I really like is like the water section over here for this rail ferry. You can just go and like switch into yoink.
A real trick would be driving a rail ferry. Obviously, you probably can't do that.
Unfortunately, I don't think so. Some fun little train style. I love the style of this game. If they open it to custom models, right now you can skin stuff, which is fine, but I'm not tremendously like interested in that. But if you could do custom models, like
that would be excellent. I'd be really excited for that. That'd be cool as hell.
It's like, oh, here's your thing. Now go get in it. Like, here's the model I just made. I'm gonna get in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Wings and Strings says I need a N-scale hollow core door layout.
Well, I've read that one again.
I believe N-scale is against the Lord, so...
N-scale is a fantastic scale. I'm modeling an N-scale in real life.
I have too much HO stuff to ever switch. I mean, none of the HO stuff I have is good.
But, I thought about that until I realized that all of my HO stuff was crappy train set childhood toy stuff.
No, what I'll do is I'll wait until the Patreon gets big enough and then abandon socialism and buy a house and just build a big model railroad in there. And then just, I don't know, I'll become an Ayn Rand libertarian, but in a HO scale.
It's a hell of a strategy.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to look. It's like broken track in the trash can here.
Oh God.
It's too real.
Took the realism. Why would you throw out the track though? I could use it as like I could cut in some flex track somewhere, or you could take the rail out. Well, you can't really bend. I don't know. Some people like to hand lay track, right?
I can't imagine doing that.
I don't know. It sounds kind of fun if you got nothing else to do for like a year.
If you really like model railroading but really hate running trains.
Yeah, well, that's how some people are.
If you really hate ever feeling like you've finished anything.
The issue is when you finish the model railroad, then you got nothing else to do, except post-operating sessions, I guess.
True.
And then you just buy more expensive brass locomotives until you die.
Yes, that's what I needed. I've got to page through this thing just to grab another. Of course, there's one right there. No! I want the control unit. I want to drive trains. I'm stuck. Oh, I have one. I'm playing this trying to sit down. I'm really trying to figure out. There's something weird with the way I have my tracking stuff set up. I'm not staying centered enough. There we go. Good lord. The controls are interesting. Perhaps.
I was about to say,
Imagine having this layout in your basement, though. Like, I love the actual, like, not just crammed full of trains layouts that they show, at least on this one.
yeah, it's true. It is. It does have a pretty good train to scenery ratio. Although in reality, I would just use all the space to cram more trains in.
Yeah, no, exactly. But that's what makes virtual reality so good. You don't have to worry about using all the space to cram trains in, because if I want to, I can just be like, let's blow out that wall over there 10,000 miles. And you can.
Well, I could do that too. I just need an Elon Musk tunnel boring machine.
Does this do what I think this is going to do? Oop. Not when I click that button. Is this going to really, like, make this... If so, that would be incredible.
What was that? Was that switch there? I see. I think I see what you're trying to do. Is
It
that going to
works.
swing that track into place?
Yeah. I like the commitment. I admire the commitment to realism when the... Oh, yes.
Yeah, there it goes. It's swinging.
And it connects up perfectly with the nose of the ferry, so you can fake ferry ops.
You know what else? Which I didn't realize. I didn't realize Master Hand was based on Rolling Line.
That's right. Get a little plane. Okay, it's time to go for the train driver's snipe here. Joink.
I guess this isn't Master Hand. This is Crazy Hand, isn't it?
I wish there was a horn button when you're not in the cab, because, damn it, blowing the horn is the coolest thing.
I wish I could hear the horn. I can't hear the horn on my end.
Oh, I think you can hear it on the stream.
I don't think you should bring the train in the ferry that quickly.
I'm coming out the ferry just as quickly. Oh, you were sort of right there. You'll see in just a second. I think we survived, but... God, this is so cool. Where are we gonna go? Over there. Like the Y all planned out. Even operating this stuff in like model mode is sweet. Okay, we're gonna reverse it on over. I think there's track over there, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there is. Just doesn't... There's a bit of a draw distance thing, which, combined with the fact that this layout is unfinished in-game, makes for a very interesting experience.
I was going to say, how do you start placing stuff and doing stuff?
I haven't done that side of the tutorial yet, but I have a feeling it takes place. So with this tool, this is like the edit track tool that you can use. And then you'll see in some places, like this little pull-out drawer is full of beautiful finished models. I have a feeling... Oh no, that's not the end of the line. Not quite yet. As I just shuffle along like an old man.
Well, that's what I do every day, so...
Beautiful little scenes here in nice low poly style. Let me get right down in on here.
I like the contrast here in the comments between people saying this is like Parkitect and this is like Park of Sons.
Uh-oh. So that is the end of the line over there. Oh, of course not.
Not good.
Oh no. Yeah, it is. Well, it's gone.
This is the and oof, ouch.
Not great.
That's gone poorly.
Like, look at this corner over here. This has no trains in it. Nobody would ever actually build this in real life.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd stick a couple dozen tracks in there. I put a hump yard in there if I had that amount of space, an operating hump yard, or maybe like one of those big rotary dumpers, but the old fashioned kind that lifts it up like 50 feet and then dumps it into into a ship. Um, I don't remember. I think it was like some model railroad club in New Jersey built an operating uh, rotary coal dumper, like one of those old fashioned kinds that were 80 feet tall.
Yikes.
There's a couple of videos of it on YouTube, and it's the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
All right, I'm gonna. Come on, I need to get my hands fixed. You can see them, game. You can see my hands.
You're gonna need Tommy John surgery if you keep on like this.
Yeah. Okay, to main menu. I've screwed up that one enough. Let's try out the Toyland or Puzzle World one, which hopefully is like a little. Oh, this one has no trains at all.
Huh.
It's just a little. It's like a first-person maze. Huh. Cool.
Huh. Uh-oh. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta use the gentleman's room.
Okay. Anyway, doesn't have any trains, so I'm out ski. What's classic layouts? Oh, cool. Neat. I guess it ships with some layouts. That's awesome. I need to take a short break myself soon from this. I'm going to try and find a map that I can just start some trains on and then take my headset off just so I don't get a really bad headache. And then I'll read some comments and things. Is this one going to work for me? Yeah, it is. Any good pre-built trains? Yep, there's one. Oh, actually, I need to make sure everything's switched out properly. Whoop. I'm getting there. Gotta feel a headache coming on, so I will need to take a short VR break soon. And then realize I'm like standing 180 degrees in my room off of how I thought I'd be when I take it off.
I have returned.
Welcome back. Starting up a little passenger train. That's a little quick. Let's actually head on in. And then speed it up. And now, oh god, too fast. Let's get to a nice comfy speed.
Do those cars have open vestibules?
It looks like it, yeah.
Oh my god. New Zealand sounds excellent if they got train cars with open vestibules and you just hang out and enjoy the breeze while you're going down this little train line.
And the mic is probably really bad right now.
But the mic is fine at the moment.
Okay, excellent. Well, I just need to pull the headset off real quick so I can calm down.
I like the 4884 with the tiny passenger cars.
All of that.
I think you just wrecked into a bunch of cars there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was a hard coupling right there. I'm sure that's fine. They're just giant oil and gas containers, you know.
Oh, you will see in just a second. It turned out not fine.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that's gone off of the table. It's not good.
Crap.
Falling into the void.
I just needed a break.
How do I train?
I don't.
How
God,
train
I
you
think I do
go?
need to keep this headset off for just a little while. So I guess in the comments, Q&A time. I guess.
Hmm.
Sorry about the drunk camera.
That's a Rule G violation right there.
I'm just going back to try and read some comments. What headset did I get? This is an Oculus Rift that I ended up getting for free due to an incredibly generous friend of mine and an incredibly generous work of his, which was awesome. Just gonna kind of sit here and just jiggle the Oculus back and forth so it doesn't go into sleep mode. Quality seems off. Yes, I'm sorry about the quality. I'm streaming in 720 just because the whole game renders at Rift resolution and then gets upscaled anyway, so 720p is about right. And it'll be a little blurry and weird too sometimes as well, just because again, it's trying to make it look good for me more than it is for you guys.
It looks fine to me.
Excellent.
But of course, I have L monitor tiny.
Let's see. No mods. Challenger, Lima Burke, New Zealand Pacific. Yeah, that's about right. But it's a proper big boy. It's a 4884, not a Challenger.
Just that the trailing wheels are supporting the cab and not the firebox.
Yeah, they're weird. Trains there are switch controllers, and you can take the big man controls and the small man. I did not. Make sure to play Derail Valley. I actually have to play Derail Valley in VR. I have Derail Valley as well, so maybe after this break I will close out of Rolling Line and switch on over to Derail Valley.
That's the thing, is what we really need is multiplayer for Derail Valley, because they make you shovel the coal now.
That sounds awful.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get one person shoveling, and the other person actually doing the work. I mean, I think we need to get 3 more people on the stream though, just to meet BLET rules. Uh,
You can actually make custom models for Rolling Line. Really? Then I need to learn how, because that would be. Oh, the mods are hosted at a different site in the workshop. Well, we'll see that.
I'll stick some mods in Rolling Line. Oh, excuse me, not Rolling Line. Derail Valley. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. Looking at some newer comments for questions and things. I see what headset. Yeah, it's talking. How do I like Smash Ultimate? I like it a lot. I do not play it enough though. I have it, and like I've played like 4 games on my own Switch, and like a handful on my friends, and that's it. When will I make the San Francisco City with City Skylines? Loving the Parkinsons. The San Francisco thing is unofficial. We don't know when. It'll probably come out if all goes well on a big anniversary of something that has to do with the city. So who knows? Just try to think of big things that have happened in San Francisco and do it, and you'll figure out the date. Did either me or Duna end up at the Amherst show this year? I did not, because getting to Amherst is such a pain in the ass for somebody who doesn't have a car.
There's a big train show in Amherst, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not go to that. No, the next train thing we're planning to do is Rails and Ales at the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. So go bother us there.
Okay. Will I decorate a table in Rolling Line? I'll try. I don't know the controls for that yet, so I'm not doing that. At the moment, at least. But I will soon. I don't have a car. Sub. I don't have a car. I don't need a car. I don't want a car. Unless I
don't have a car either, but that
practical, dumb, vintage sports car.
Yeah, exactly. I'll pick up a Saab 9.3 or something like that.
There you go. Anyway, I actually think I might try out Derail Valley now. So I'm just going to go to this little card. Hopefully you can still hear me.
Yeah.
And everybody else, I don't quite know, though.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Do I have a real model train layout? Not at the moment. I used to. I want to again in the future. But for right now, this is as good as I'm going to get. Well, I have a lot of real models. I'll show them off one day once I can get my camera back from some friends. And I'll show them off. We got a bunch of modern N-scale stuff as well as a full N-scale daylight, which I have. No more waiting. I'm sorry about all the waiting and everything for this. I'm just... This one I need. I need to not puke. VR game capture. Okay, so this one has launched full screen. VR game capture is window capture, so I need to do properties. I don't want that. I want that. Oh boy. Sorry, I'm trying to do some like midstream OBS setup to try and get this all to work for you guys as we load a game I've never launched before, which is always going to be a fun one.
It's always excellent, yeah. Well, I don't even know how I would put up a card like this if I were doing a stream, which I suppose I should do at some point.
It'd be fun. I'd be down for a stream.
I gotta figure out what I'd be doing, though.
Who knows? Yeah, unfortunately, City Skylines is a good streaming source, but every once in a while, like, I'll try to play it streaming. You don't get any work done, and it's painful for other people to have to watch in super low res. Oh my god.
Here's something there.
Hang on, there's something
Sorry about everyone on the stream. It sounded fine to me.
Yeah, apparently this one also has a VR menu. I have a menu. I'm looking around. Okay, job valid. Oh boy, this was a big mistake. Audio-wise, it's beautiful though. Wow. Oh God. I know you guys can't see this yet. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah. Transition. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try to bring the audio back. There we go. That sounds sane. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Excellent. Oh, great. So it literally just went and like deafened me in VR, just for fun.
Ah, well, you know.
Really, just for fun.
You gotta have the real experience of. It appears you're starting in some kind of machine shop, so you gotta get the real machine shop with no ear protections experience.
I guess so. And I'm sorry for getting you guys into the real machine shop with no ear protection experience.
This is a real question. Do they make you put on safety goggles?
I don't know, because I can't reach the controls. I'm going to stand up and they just get farther away. Okay, let's try and see if I can change my height in VR. Because I was sitting down in a way to try and not get myself tangled up.
This game has a really bad safety culture. He says of a game called Derail Valley.
I'm already wearing my high-vis and my everything else.
Okay, good. High-vis is a good place to start.
High-vis, my helmet, I'm wearing my gloves. Okay, I gotta figure out...
Sometimes gloves are more unsafe than not wearing. Are we going to be working with a lathe or any other kind of equipment that might, just deglove you, you know?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, Okay, so we figured out the first problem. Because I had my stuff set up for sitting down, now that I'm standing up, this control book is at my knees, and if I bend down, the VR cameras can't see me. So I can't pick up the controls. Hold on just a minute. VR is a fun and exciting technology.
Head, shoulder, knees
I
and
can't
toe.
reach it.
Knees and toe.
I can't reach it. Yeah, I know I have to pick up the booklet to begin, but first I need to like go into my Oculus settings to floor position. Turns out I am 6'5" and not 4'6" like I am when I'm sitting. Set my view in VR. Now I have to do it in VR. Yep. Please. I hope this will fix itself. Yep. Get myself in the center of the player. Squeeze the trigger.
Turns out going to an actual heritage railroad is easier than trying to run one in VR.
Evidently. I just teleported myself on top of the table that I need to be picking this thing up off of. Again. This is really hard. Please, just let me pick this thing up. Yeah, pick it up to begin. Take this book up by holding grip. Controller, Oculus Rift. I don't see my hands even, which is probably not the best sign in the world.
You gotta learn the controls to pick up the controls booklet.
Evidently. Jesus. It says on it, grab the grip. Or pick it up to begin. I don't... Derail Valley. I could really use my hand. Has anybody played this in VR and know how to get your hands?
I was watching Colonel Failure play it in regular R, and having a fun time watching him try and figure out the counterintuitive controls on a steam locomotive.
Aha. Okay.
Turns out you go faster with a lower throttle setting.
That is counterintuitive, and I will have fun figuring that out. I'm going to go back to that little title card and restart the game and see if I can get my hands back. Give me a moment, please. Welcome to this new and exciting technology of me not being able to pick up a thing. I'm going to mute you in advance just in case the sound goes nuts again.
Okay.
So you'll be right back.
Right. I shall return.
Yep. Uh-oh. Forgot to go to the card first. Play in VR. Okay. It's loading. It's loading. It was so flawless looking Ready Player One. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Sort of back. Whoop. Hello, let's get you a train driver's license. Okay, I'm going to try to unmute. There we go, you're back. Welcome back. And I'm going to... You're back!
Oh, I am back. Okay.
I'm going to do this. Okay, once we're done, I'll be free to roam the world. If I can. Okay. We're back to the... Okay, well... This is familiar.
Huh.
I don't know how I press that options button there without my hands. Yeah, I can't pick this book up. Weird, weird, weird. This is cool as hell, though.
Say, apparently it's too heavy. I would say just get in the locomotive and go. You know, nothing could possibly go wrong. You're definitely not going to cause the company hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages.
So, I mean, apparently I can teleport around, but I still don't have hands, which is what I need to do all of this, I think. It's like that grip button. So part of the issue is when I launched this game, I got zero, like, options or anything. And I can see a settings menu here, but I can't interact with it. So I want
to see a VR mod for open rails. That would be excellent.
So here are my hands. You can see them. Hello. but I can't. I can do that. Got like an Oculus button that just vibrates this controller because I think it's trying to launch something I can't see. But I don't have hands in Derail Valley.
Huh.
Well, I guess it's back to a rolling line.
I was
I'll
about to
figure
say.
this one out another time.
You can't even hit that settings button there.
Hmm?
And there was a button with the gear on it, but I don't
There
know.
we go. Hang on. Do you have any keyboard controls in here? No. There's a button with a gear on it, but I don't have the hands to be able to touch it.
That's annoying.
Hilarious. So maybe I need to launch this first in not VR. Oh well. Okay.
Good Lord.
Preemptive mute this time, yeah. Alright. Back to rolling line.
You would think that it would, just work. But
I'm sure
I
it's
guess.
something I'm doing. I'm 100% sure is the problem. It turns out I'm just doing like the world's dumbest thing somehow. I'm gonna feel bad about it because I'm gonna look up and be like, oh, here's how you do the hands. It's this.
Almost certainly, yeah.
We're back. Rolling line loads so quickly.
Oh, it definitely, it looks pretty optimized. So,
Alright, I'm back to sitting down. I'm back at the very back of my play space. See, and rolling line, this is an important feature, comes with hands.
that is a useful thing, yes.
Let's not include the example trains. It's got jiggly hands occasionally. But it does come with hands. Okay, so now we have no trains. So let's build our own trains, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
Unit back in crude train.
Alright, you might have to describe what that's going to entail to me.
Tank cars.
Tank cars. Do I have tank cars?
That's a real question, yeah. Otherwise, this is on the devs to stick some tank cars on there.
Ooh! I have a Polar Express I haven't run yet.
Polar Express, oh boy.
Tank cars, tank cars, tank cars.
You have
tank
that,
cars.
you have that kid in the Polar Express movie who said it was a Baldwin locomotive and it was a Lima locomotive.
I'm not
It's
about
Lima. It's
incorrect.
Lima, Ohio, but it's Lima, Peru.
Is it really
Despite
Lima
being-
Locomotive Works?
It is Lima Locomotive Works, yes.
I hate that. Uh-oh.
They make locomotives and beans. Obviously, they don't make either anymore because they're out of business. But
I really need to stop making myself small.
they got a. I was gonna say, if you're small and you're wielding an entire heavyweight coach, that's pretty impressive.
It's honestly, I love all the super fine it's like when I'm making something for City Skylines, all this beautiful detail on these is stuff I cut out like right away. Just because you can't get this close to them. And also the game's not made for that, but like, man, this game is so made for that.
Well, that one seems to have proper trailing truck position too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's scaled nicely. It again looks a little tall and thin, but that looks about right from the front.
That is 1225 right there.
Yep. Whoops. Which, for those who don't know, is the Polar Express.
Yes, also a real locomotive.
And yeah. And
You dropped it. You just dropped it.
For 2 years in a row now, I've been like, a week before Christmas, I've been like, I should make the Polar Express for City Skylines. And I never do.
I like the idea of just casually dropping would be like a $1,200 model. And
I mean,
oops, I dropped it.
oops, yeah, exactly. Boink.
That's It's not how that tender's supposed to go. Okay, there you are.
I fixed it, don't worry. God, I keep ending up underneath this whole place. Uh-oh.
Okay, Polar Express has air conditioning. We've confirmed that because they filled in the clear stories. Actually, that's an interesting question. Why does the Polar Express have air conditioning?
Gotta be careful. Oh, I don't want to push it. Okay, I want to get into... So there's like apparently some shortcut way I can do this.
I guess since it's if the game is based in New Zealand, the Polar Express would need air conditioning, wouldn't it?
That's a good point, actually. I don't know if many people think about that.
Yeah.
Damn it, I keep dropping this train. Walters is gonna kill me.
They're not going to kill you. You'll be one of their best customers.
These are my review copies.
Oh, damn, I dropped a heavyweight. I need to buy another one. Oh, damn, I dropped it. I need to buy another one. Each one is like $60.
Okay, I want to do... So there's apparently some way where I can just, like, drop the car right away. Damn it. So a lot of these controls, by the way, and hopefully it's not just me that I just cannot parse how to make this work. They're contextual. So it's like when I'm holding something, pressing the button that lets me move the train will make me drop the train. It just depends on what it... Nope, I don't want to do that. No! No! Now I picked it up. No! Now I dropped it. We'll get there.
I mean, the thing to do would be to just put a bunch of cars in the yard and assemble it using the DCC controller. It's too difficult to assemble it in the standard fashion.
It's really difficult. My 050 is failing me.
Yeah, I was going to say, 050 is definitely...
Perhaps a little bit of a liability here.
The old organic switcher.
Okay. Grab another one of these. Damn it. That
would be a fun thing to put in a game as the John Allen organic switcher. You know, he just had the Stegosaurus that he stuck on the layout.
So I gotta reverse our tail car here. There we go. Alright, we did it. Now, does this have a forward-facing window? Or did they also just find the side view? Oh my god, a forward-facing window. God, look at the detail. You're right up onto this thing. That's so cool. Yoink! And a bell! The bell's like all the way out the closet. I wonder if that bell animates. I need to find out. Whoa!
Not like an actual line I can pull to ring the bell and have it done by the physics simulator.
If only. Whoop, I don't want that. Bell, bell doesn't animate. Oh well.
No. So you know it was annoying. I used to commute to high school on the Virginia Railway Express, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so their first batch of cab cars had a real bell on them, right?
Yep.
You know, you could see the real bell under the Sumimoto cab car. They also had some ex-Metra cab cars that were like Pullman standards that I swear to God were at least 50 years old. The early ones had actual bells on them, but then their second order had an e-bell.
Oh, I hate e-bells.
And it just sounded like crap. It was incredible, just like, oh, God. Just have a real bell. How much more expensive is it, really?
Who knows?
There's the little things, you know? The little things are what make me, what gets me.
Yeah. God, and speaking of little things. Alright, did you like that? Little segue there? Make me small, please. Nope, sorry, I want to be small. Ooh. So I'm just gonna stand here like a robber baron on the back porch of my.
On the back of the train car.
Yeah.
You know, Amtrak won't let you do that no more.
That sucks.
I know. I was surprised it was just a recent safety regulation. They won't let you sit on the back of the private car anymore. Because I would have figured they banned that ages ago, but I also figured if they hadn't banned it by now, they would not do that.
That sucks that they banned that, though. I mean, it's like half the fun of an old heavyweight private car.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm hoping that there will be someone with influence is going to get, they're going to get to Joe Manchin, because it's going to be Joe Manchin, and say, look, make it illegal for Amtrak not to run private cars. And it'll be like the year 2125, right? And we'll have, 400 mile an hour super trains, and there will still be
in the back.
a Pullman standard heavyweight car on the back of the 400 mile an hour super train. I don't know, maybe you swapped out the bogies for some kind of maglev crap.
Some with the Claire story.
Yeah, still with the Claire story, still sumptuous Victorian interior. Just going a
any
little
other
bit
kind
faster.
of train interior other than sumptuous and Victorian.
Yeah, I'd take the original, definitely other train interiors than sumptuous and Victorian.
Private train interior.
Oh, I see, yes.
That should be illegal to have your private varnish not be sumptuous and Victorian.
So, what's it, I've seen some PVs that aren't super nice inside, just pictures. I've never actually been in one because, I'm poor. Well, not that poor anymore. But that was only recently that happened.
Still not necessarily. I mean, so I've looked at like PV trips, which is, for those who don't know, private varnish, which is when you take your private train car on an Amtrak. Oops, that's an accident. Just toss me back over here.
I've definitely seen a couple of positioning moves which were cheaper than the standard Amtrak fare for the same trip.
Nice.
That was about a year ago. They removed a couple of PVs up to Penn Station from Philadelphia, and ride the positioning move. It's $100, and the same train was $160 for coach fare.
Nice.
What? Okay.
There it goes. So, any good comments?
Good question. Aiden Wild says Besquicklehausen is living the ending to Railroad Tycoon 3.
There was an ending to that game? I just liked the intro cinematic for that.
It was a nice intro cinematic. The one thing I'd really like to see is a game with sort of so you know how Transport Fever has very good rail laying mechanics. It looks very realistic, but the economy is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to Railroad Tycoon 3, the economy was very interesting. The graphics were kind of boring.
You don't like steam locomotives without tenders?
I do not like steam locomotives without tenders, but what I like even less is signaling systems that are non-existent.
You ask too much of...
Yeah, exactly.
2002 games.
Is that a coffee cup? Could you just put a coffee cup down?
Yeah, that's a coffee cup.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, there's a hilarious mix of railroad details and complete non-railroad details.
Kingsley E.G. says, what are y'all's opinions of Midwestern cities like Chicago?
They're fine?
Yeah. I've never had Chicago-style pizza.
Yeah, that's true. They're fine, but they have bad pizza.
I can't even judge that. I've never had their pizza.
It's bad. It's not pizza.
It's not pizza. It's this is not pizza.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah, I
John
want to
said,
know that when I fall down drunk in my pizza,
I'm not gonna drown.
in it. Oh,
It's
language.
tomato
Sorry.
soup in a bread bowl. I feel like we'll just assume these are all revenue cars.
Yeah.
That's a hard coupling there.
Have you played any 18xx board games?
No, I only go as high as 4x.
I don't know what those are.
And we'll do the,
You're dragging yourself along the table.
don't have legs. Come on. Excellent. Oh crap, I built this backwards. Damn it.
Wings and Strings has the right idea. I would kill for a rail tycoon game that requires actual switching and turning of trains, where boxcars have to be spotted and accounted for at all times, rather than phasing in and out of existence.
That would be not so bad, actually.
I always thought,
man, the learning curve would be steep.
You could put in, you could do some kind of like short line simulator, right?
I think bizarrely, and this is maybe the last set of people who I'd expect to do this, I think OpenTTD is implementing that.
That's true. Someone did a mod that, yeah, you could start switching.
Switching, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Connie says A-Train 10 has switching, which I did not know.
A-Train's the weirdest series, though.
I could never get into A-Train because I feel like if I did, yeah, I would just stay there forever. You know, it's like, you know, it's the same reason I haven't gotten into EVE Online.
No! Damn it. Uncouple, please. Uncouple, please.
But the one thing I like about, Machinki, which now has workshop support, is just the fact that you can have cars with you know, bonuses and stuff, which is something I missed from Railroad Tycoon.
Yeah, you were telling me that earlier.
Yeah, that you can like you can stick. I could make a dining car and has a plus 20% revenue boost, or I could make, you know, any kind of luxury train car and just have like one car with actual passengers on it, and then just stack 450% bonuses on top of that.
All about the rail cruise.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, I would very much like to stop this train. Thank you. I'm gonna get this built at some point. Okay. So you're gonna go in here. There we go. Uh-oh. Ah!
Uh-oh.
I need to become bigger.
That quickly.
You'll see me get carried away.
You're stuck in the tender. You've been abducted by the Polar Express.
It's a lot easier to pull yourself along when you can just grab air.
You know, you're not dragging yourself along. You got two non-functional legs. VR is stupid.
Yeah, they're a big waste of time. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'm good with this. Let's get these guys up on the ladder. Damn it. That was a Walther's metal-plated fancy one.
Let me just dump this car that I spent $80 on.
I'll go get it. know if I like that your hand gets caught on the signal bridges and things. It's definitely realistic, but god damn it. Any comments?
This is any comments. Have any of you either ridden on Amtrak's Great Dome?
No, I almost
No.
did. I've almost done the fall foliage thing like 2 years in a row. But
I kind of want to do that just because it's the only chance to highlight Philadelphia.
they keep changing it. They did it through New England this year, these past couple years.
They did, yeah. And I was like, well, probably not worth it at this point, yeah.
But for me, at least, the Great Dome, I mean, this year it couldn't be because it was filling in on Cascade service, if I remember correctly.
What, they just didn't do it?
No, they did it, but everyone was just in Ampletes,
Oh.
which is a fate worse than death.
So what, so the Dome was on the Cascade service?
Yeah, because of that, the Talgo set that wrecked.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Alright, so pro tip. Don't wreck your trains.
And then you can use your fancy trains.
And you can use the fancy trains, yeah.
Okay, so after like what feels like an hour, I've done it. Nope, just please stop. Nope, please stop. 0.
Matt Joshler says, I went on the Downeaster in early September, and the interior is something straight out of the 60s.
That sounds fantastic. Oh, God. No! I'm holding 2 things. I guess I'll get rid of the power cab.
Downeaster sounds fun, because you can go to, what's it? It stops right next to the, what's the thing in Portland, Maine? It's like the Museum of Parazoology, or it's the Bigfoot Museum, right?
Weird.
Get off the train and go into the Bigfoot Museum, and that sounds great. I have not been to the museum, but I have been to the brewery next door to it.
I feel like that's thematically appropriate.
It was not open when I was there. I would have gone there.
Okay, finally, I've done it. We have our streamliner going in
Yes.
going in the opposite direction, and taking this lower diverging track that I haven't seen anything do yet.
Oh boy.
So there we go. Let's see if it'll be worth it. Oh yeah.
Matt Joshua says he also went to the Narrow Gauge Museum up there.
Ooh.
And the main 2-foot trains, they're goofy. I didn't get to go there either. But, I like them a lot. I gotta go back to Maine.
I did the Downeaster once. I did Downeaster from Maine to Boston, obviously the whole route. And then I changed to a regional. It's a nice little trip.
Oh, you gotta transfer twice on the T though, don't you?
I walked it. It's like a half an hour walk. Yeah, I had a backpack and that's it.
That's probably the best way to do it. Yeah.
Yep. Gotta love transit in this country, and genuinely the best option is just to walk it.
I want to take the ocean. That would be fun. Going to Halifax.
God, this is excellent. Just playing around here with my trains.
Yeah. Kingsley E.G. says, Roanoke, Virginia's train museum, anyone? I say it is very good.
I've never been.
611 is back there now, I believe.
Ooh, I need to go.
Well, it'd be nice if 611 was on the rails, but,
Are they rebuilding it?
They just finished rebuilding it, but last year's entire season was basically canceled.
Because of Amtrak screwing it?
Because of Amtrak screwing everything up, yeah. Hayden Wild says, bring back the Atlantic Limited, which I agree with because it'd be much faster to get to Halifax from Montreal if they could just bring that back.
Ray crossing.
You just throw that Highliner, just throwing a Highliner away, no.
I didn't want it. It doesn't fit my roof line.
Apparently, yeah.
And I have infinity of them. Whee! Okay, just
Is it a pile of discarded Highliners in a corner somewhere? What other rolling stock do we have besides 2 boxcars?
uh, in Santa Fe flavor. I think it
Is there
just.
any other North American rolling stock?
I think it's just this. I think we got those 2 box cars. Obviously, I mean, a flat car I don't think is going to make a tremendous amount of difference where it comes from.
That's some very stiff coffee. I think you put too much cream in there and let it sit for too long.
So, I mean, we got the flat car, but I mean, it is a New Zealand prototype with buffers and everything. It's crane
Buffers are haram.
We got the big boy, obviously.
Yeah. What is that? Is that some kind of maintenance away equipment?
I can't figure it out. I think you just get these 2 box cars, but I think they'll come in multiple colors. Yeah. So, you know. Oh, I spilled.
Oof.
I keep ended up like totally twisted from my real room because I just expect that my desk is always. Well, what if? Uh-oh.
Geometry E is asking what livery is the blue and yellow F7 based on? It is the Edgerton, Topeka, and Santa Fe's freight livery.
Yep.
I believe there are also war bonnets done in blue as well, right?
Yep. And some weird war bonnets done in yellow.
Oh, that is weird. I saw a war bonnet on what's it? On the old Reading line in Fairmount Park a couple days ago.
Yeah, I think you posted a picture of it.
Yeah, a really shitty one. Excuse me, language.
All the modeled on like grab irons and things. This is what what I can't do with cities, but what would be fun.
It's a pretty model. I like
Very
it.
pretty. Oh,
Yeah, it fits,
and down it
fits
goes.
the theme really well.
Yeah, exactly. They really managed to get like a good balance between the realistic and like the cartoony.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a big fan of cartoony stuff because it makes me less nauseous in VR.
I am surprised it's not done in PBR though. This whole game.
It's intensive, right? I mean, this
Yeah.
is much cheaper to render. God, it's so tiny.
Is this cheaper to render than PBR?
I think so.
I guess it must be, yeah.
So that is indeed a Pullman tail car there, not a bug. We got correct Pullman roofs on all of these except for this Bud High Level, which has a Pullman roof.
Zoom in so I can count the rivets. Is that a train phone antenna on the dome car?
Yeah.
Oh man, nice.
Yeah, right? Well, that's how they did the fluting. That makes sense. It's just all applied to the outside. The windows have back faces, which is weird.
Maybe they're gonna do an interior at some point.
I love that.
You go get you can ride along in the model train, and maybe they'll have the animated bartender like the old train artisan thing. And you're just floor is just littered with discarded trains.
Trying to juggle a couple of observation cars here, but it's not going so good. I mean, I can't juggle in real life, so I don't know why I think I'll be able to do it in VR.
Here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna go on Walters.com. I'm gonna figure out how much these cars would cost.
Oh. It's okay. Somebody cleans up after me, I think. Oop, my desk. Okay, I've got one high-level coach and one Pullman observation. Oops, I dropped the Pullman. I dropped the high-level.
I got a Walters main line, 85-foot Bud observation, ready to run, painted unlettered. $34.98. Yardmasters Club saves 10% off the listed price.
Only $35?
Hi, this is this HO? Doesn't even say what. Yeah, it is HO. Okay. That's better than I thought.
Mainline stuff's not that much. I want that
Yeah,
proto.
it's true. You want the proto?
Yeah,
What
right with
proto?
that the metal finish.
Oh yeah, Walter's Proto. This is a Pullman Standard 42-seat coach observation, ready to run, standard 1954 El Capitan Santa Fe with real metal finish.
Perfect. That's this guy.
$89.98.
That's more like it. I've got more trains on the floor than on the layout right now.
Let's figure out what that F unit is.
Let's figure out what that big boy is.
Good question. Broadway Limited Imports, 4884 Big Boy, cold tender as delivered. Sound and DCC Paragon 3.
Which these do have. They have sound and DCC.
Union Pacific number 4009. $749.99.
Oops. Whoops. Uh-oh. So in the setup for this, they literally have you do finger guns that shoot lasers. And I kind of want to... wish I could do that with these big boys.
Dual wielding big boys.
Whoops. Oh well. Just pick up another one of my infinite big boys.
Thank God.
Anyway. Gates always seem to activate a little late.
Let's see. What can we get for F units? Walters Mainline EMD F7A Standard DC Santa Fe blue and yellow with the cigar band logo is $129.98.
Did you say that for standard DC?
That is standard DC. Yeah, DCC
Good
is
Lord.
$199.88.
That's ridiculous. Now, let me just make sure I have... hand physics. Aha. Player... Oh my god, a player height toggle. Oh, that would have been good for that other game.
Good Lord.
Locomotion. No, that's not what I want. Gameplay. Derail high speed impact is on. Okie dokie. Got derail on high speed impact on. Now let's just find a crossover that I can actually use. Or was this layout not designed with me being stupid in mind? It was not. Everything's... do not have any facing point. Don't have any switches in the opposite direction. Yes, I have a laser pointing out of this thing. Okay, I'm not going to say Lima Berkshire, that just sounds wrong. But Lima Berkshire, you there?
Yes,
Okay,
I am.
great.
I'm still here.
Okay, hit the skids. Okay, I've got derail on high speed impact turned on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I think I'm going to close out the stream with this stupidity. It's got this guy... Ooh, this thing's got a lot of get up and go. Okay, so far so good. Whoop! It's happening. Oh my god!
I missed it. Oh,
You'll
no,
see
there
it.
goes.
Huh. It's not exactly what I was expecting.
Oof. All right. Well, what you've done is you've made a longer train, and
Yeah.
that's some good physics right there. What I just saw.
I
That
think
looks
that's how it
about
works
right.
in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is just like my dream stupid private consist, which is 2 bud
I gotta
obs
see what it was in the middle.
Well, my dream dumb consist is 2 nice bud observation cars, maybe even dome obs cars, but then I wouldn't be able to come to New York, around an RDC. Wouldn't that be a fun one?
Can't the old Baltimore and Ohio dome cars fit in Penn Station?
I think so. Oop! That's not good. Okay. See ya. Alright, I think that's about it for me.
All right.
This was fun. I'll figure out Derail Valley.
Very expensive.
Look, it's cleaned up though. There's nothing over there.
I didn't know you just toss all these models everywhere.
Clean. Look. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to stay on for just a quick second, but on the end card, as you guys all leave, and I'll answer a few more questions if you have anything.
Please ask the questions.
So he says, do not eat, tell a joke. So prep yourself for it.
Telling a joke. Oh, hold on a second. I got to think what joke I got to tell now.
All right, looking for any questions or anything. Gates are an OSHA hazard. Yeah, they're not awesome. They don't close quite in time. Can I read the magazines of the game? Yes, you can. They're just like little one-page thingies that let you open and close, like that show off game update stuff, which is very cool. Anyway, yeah, I'll almost definitely be coming back to Rolling Line. I need to see what the layout creation stuff is like in non-VR mode, just because I can't, like, some City Skylines recording stuff takes me hours and hours and hours to actually record, which means that if I was going to be trying to do that with in VR with this, I think my eyes would try to fall out the back of my head, which is less than ideal. All right, you have your joke?
No, I'm trying to think of because I've like thought of a couple jokes now. I'm now like, I probably can't tell those jokes. And then I have long jokes. That's the other one. I have a couple of long jokes, but I don't know if we want to do a full long joke on the stream. That's
a good point. I don't know. I think we can do a long joke. I don't think we have too many questions coming in. I think we've been pretty good at this. For this
All right. Here's the one I didn't tell on the H Bomber Guy stream. So there was a Cheerio, right? And the Cheerio lived in a society that was primarily made of other cereals, right? Mm-hmm. And the Cheerio, he was friends with some of the other Cheerios, but he was he was not happy with his social standing, right? So he went to the doctor, and the doctor said, and he said to the doctor, I don't feel right as a Cheerio. I want to be a honey nut Cheerio, right? And the doctor was he was one of those total bran flakes, I guess. He said, okay, yeah, we can do that, sure. So he goes into surgery, comes out, he's a honey nut Cheerio, and he's happy, he's popular, but he's not popular yet with the next social class, right? Which is the Fruit Loops, right? He can never be as good as a Fruit Loop. So he goes back to the doctor. He says, doctor, I want to be a Fruit Loop. And the doctor says, okay, we can make you into a Fruit Loop. So he goes into surgery again. There's a longer recovery time. He's got to do a bunch of physical therapy, but at the end, he's a Fruit Loop. And he's really happy. He's a Fruit Loop now. He's really popular, right? So, but, the thing is, the Fruit Loops, they're still not on the same plane as the Lucky Charms, right? So he says, doctor, look, I want to get to the highest tier. They got really good health care here in a cereal world, luckily. I want to be a Lucky Charm. So, doctor says, okay, I can turn you into Lucky Charm. He goes into surgery, takes multiple surgeries, very long recovery time, so on and so forth, right? And he has to, physical therapy, he has to do like a bunch of training and stuff like that, there's like a whole montage, like, I don't know, in Rocky or something. He's standing at the top of the cereal bowl and the camera pans around after he ran up the stairs, whatever. So, at the end of the day, he's a fully functional member of society as a Lucky Charm. And he's really popular. He wants to bring all his friends to have a great time, right? So he wants to bring all his friends to the hottest place in town, right? Which is the Milk Bowl, right? Obviously, like all the cereals want to go to the Milk Bowl, right? Because that's where cereal goes, is a bowl with milk in it, right? So, but they get there, and the line is so long, they can't get in, right? They can't get into the Milk Bowl because the line is so long. So they regroup. They try another plan, right? We're gonna go to the Syrup Bowl, right? Obviously, like, not a normal place for cereal, but whatever, maybe they'll be able to get in or easier, right? So they go to the Syrup Bowl, but again, the line is so long, they're not going to be able to get in that night to celebrate his membership in the elite class of Lucky Charms, right? So finally, plan C, they're going to go to the Punch Bowl. Now, the Punch Bowl isn't as great as either of the other bowls, right? It's just kind of a crappy place, but it's okay, right? Not as popular. So they go to the Punch Bowl and they get to the entrance, and there was no punch line.
Oh no. Oh no. No. I'm at a total loss. That's bad. Anyway, with that, thank you guys all for watching. Huge special thanks to, I had enough time during that joke to go and check my Twitter. Huge special thanks to Gauge Punk Games, the developers of Rolling Line, who retweeted the stream announcement for this. So if you guys are watching, your game kicks ass. This is awesome.
Thank you for making good games about trains.
For real, and let me know when I can get in there and do some models for you, because this would be a blast.
I would also do some models.
Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I'm Bisquarklehausen. Thanks to Do Not Eat for being here to help me read the chat when I physically can't see the chat.
That's what I'm here for.
Thanks to my friend for giving me that VR headset. Appreciate it. I gotta go so that my eyes can come back to the front of my head before I play some Star Trek Bridge Crew with them later. Anyway,
all right.
Talk to you guys soon. This will be up. I think I'll leave this up in its full. This was a fun one, so I'll leave it up in its full on YouTube, and I'll see you next time.
All right. Good night, everybody.